Hello students, how are you? My name is Farooq Yousaf. I'm IELTS trainer, and for last 15 years I had been training different students of IELTS in Gulf countries and internationally, and especially in Pakistan. And thousands of my students, they have scored their required bands with the help of my techniques and tips. And if you will follow my tips and techniques, you will too score your required bands quite easily. You just need 20 days, 3 hours a day, and you can practice it, you can learn the technique, and you can score your required bands quite easily. So you just will have to watch all the videos. This video is for IELTS listening module. First of all, IELTS listening module is the first module when you go for your IELTS test on a given date by AEO or British Council. You reach there by 11:30 in the morning something. It differs in different countries, but in Pakistan usually they give you time 11:30 in the morning, and your test usually starts at 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and it takes you 2.5 hours to complete 3 first tests. Number 1 listening, number 2 reading, and number 3 writing. The speaking test will be there on a day before this test, or on the same day, or a day after. It differs, but listening would be your first test. Let's talk about listening and its tips and techniques, and how you can score your required bands just in 20 days with the help of these techniques. Number 1, I suggest all of my students, and all the people who are watching this video, that we, the Asians or the people from Indo-Pak, or non-native English speaking people, they have a problem. Usually we never have chances to have interaction with native speakers. That's why we usually have problems to understand their accent, and accent, especially the British accent, American accent, or Australian accent. That's why in listening test usually you make mistakes. So to solve this issue, to solve this problem, you can do one thing. Just start or play your listening test, and straight go to the end of the book, the Cambridge IELTS, any book you can purchase, and in the end of every book there is a tape script. So you can just start or play test 1 of that book in tape, and the tape script is there in front of you. You just start listening the audio, and you will have to follow that tape script, and in this way, practicing for 5 to 10 days, you can enhance your listening ability. You can understand the accent of native speakers quite easily, and it will help you a lot. So the first technique is that listen these tapes with the help of a tape script. Number 2, straight go back to your test 1, for example, from that book, and encircle important words and information given in that test, especially if there is a blank space. After the blank space there would be a word, and circle that word. Before that space, the blank, before that blank there is a word, and circle that word. So a word before a space, or a blank, and word after a blank. You will have 2 circles there. They will help you in your listening test. Usually most of the students, when they go to the listening exam in British Council or any other organization, they make mistake that they never follow the tape. I mean, sometimes they make a mistake that tape is there on the 14th question, but they are standing, they are watching, they are reading question number 7. So this mistake, the reason behind this mistake is that they cannot understand few of the words spoken by the native speaker. But once you have encircled the information, important words and information, you will not make this mistake. Rather, you will go just with the tape. Number two, I will suggest you that understand the listening, predict your answers, and write them in front of your answer or blank spaces before starting your test. That will help you out afterward. You will have to follow this practice for in first 10 days, and afterward you can leave it. It's no problem. You just need to develop a habit to predict or to write a guess of or think of a guess of any answer. Okay, now number one, you are listening the tape with the help of tape script. Number two, you are encircling the information given. Number three, you will have to guess the answer. Number four, play the tape and start attempting your listening test. Number five, once you have completed 4 sections of your listening module, now check your answers, and answers are given in the end of every book. Once you have checked all the answers, and for example you scored 30 out of 40, you made 10 mistakes. Now play the tape once again and check your answers. For example, you wrote there is a glass but there is a floss, so you made a mistake. Now you need to understand why you wrote glass, why you couldn't understand floss. This is the only thing, answer analysis, that will help you a lot. In the end, it is about listening test. So if you will follow all these techniques, you will definitely score your required bands. Thank you so much.